Good Friday afternoon, everybody. This is Grace, and I want to talk about women and mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is not something that I have studied a lot about. In fact, very little, and I did it on purpose. I didn't really want to know what other people thought about it too much. Just basic definition, and we've heard this all of our lives. Be mindful of whatever it is you're doing. Focus, 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 that kind of thing. Now, I believe it's more difficult for women because of our history. How would you call it? Our ancestry, our heritage, whatever you want to call it. It's go back to the hunters and gatherers. The men were the hunters, they were the predators, because they were out looking for, to kill, predators, whatever it was, whether it was food or other, tribes that were trying to come in, and, they were also predators. But the women were not. I should say females. The females were the gatherers. And as gatherers, they had to multitask. And that is something that we women, and these days men too, but it was something that slowly evolved for them. But the women, we have that kind of heritage, or whatever you want to call it, where we were the multitaskers. We had the children, and whatever they were whatever they were gathering, and they were having to also watch out so they didn't become prey to whatever it was, large animals or other tribes. They had to multitask. And it's also said that females were the first tool makers, because they had to develop something like the sling for the child, so the child wouldn't become prey too. And the females were the ones that had the children with them, not the males who were out hunting large prey. But to come to current times, if I know myself when I'm working, and it is true for males too these days, like I said, it evolved slowly. But for women, when you're on your job, you're constantly multitasking, aren't you? And when you're at home, are you constantly multitasking? So for us, I think it's a little more difficult to just focus on whatever it is, to be very goal-directed on whatever it is that we're doing at that time. And I think that's one of the things that needs to be paid more attention to, is that it's going to be a little more difficult for females. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend.